Trump sees through the start of trial. A New York lawsuit accusing him of lying about his wealth. Trump reaped over $100 million through fraud, New York says as trial starts.
Borussia Dortmund binds Jamie Bino-Gittin by 2028. FIA approves Andretti Formula Racing application. In Australia, workers are striking at Australia's supermarket duopoly. Tax office reveals 11 more Australians reporting super balances of more than $100 million. Canada government mulling release of Nazi collaborator report. University of Alberta facing calls to return thousands more in donations connected to Waffen-SS veterans.
Idris Elba says he's been in therapy for a year dealing with unhealthy habits due to being a workaholic. Stevie Nicks says there's no reason to continue Fleetwood Mac after Christine McVie's death. You can't replace her without her. What is it? Clarence Thomas recuses himself as Supreme Court rejects ex-Trump lawyer John Eastman's appeal. India tells Canada to withdraw 41 diplomats. Russell Brand facing second police investigation in UK as Thames Valley Police investigates allegations.
Trump did call fallen soldiers losers, his former chief of staff says, as John Kelly goes on the record to confirm several disturbing stories about Trump. Elon Musk accused a man of being a fed and Nazi. Now he's being sued. Lab-grown pork likely to be available in Singapore in 2024. Veggie boom cannot break worldwide meat consumption. Arizona moves to end Saudi firm fundaments groundwater deals to grow, export alfalfa. Kosovo says Serbia's behavior same as Russia's before Ukraine invasion. Elon Musk mocks Zelensky over calls for aid. Every Russian commander who led the invasion of Ukraine has lost their job, former UK Defense Secretary says. Medical Nobel Prize goes to mRNA researcher Katalin Kariko and Drew Weissman, who laid foundation for messenger RNA vaccines. Cheaper, more effective malaria vaccine. The Oxford R21/Matrix MTM receives WHO recommendation and wins approval. Merkel has no understanding of AfD voters. Merkel's policies left Germany too reliant on Russian gas, advisor admits. Saudi Arabia expects a $21 billion shortfall in 2024. Head of OPEC warns of a dangerous lack of investment in oil.
Celsius lawyer says revival plans include $450 million in seed funding. Grayscale files SEC Rex to transform Ethereum trust into spot ETF. Elon Musk calls fiat currency a scam. Former NFL tight end Russ Francis dies in plane crash. Jim Capel, former ESPN, national MLB writer, dies at 61.
Austria, Croatia, Slovenia push for early EU accession talks with Bosnia. Annalena Baerbock locates EU soon from Lisbon to Luhansk. Top court upholds ruling in favor of Japan's ban on dual nationality. It's a ghost town. UN arrives in Nagorno-Karabakh to find ethnic Armenians have fled. UN Security Council approves international security force for Haiti. US insisting on Palestinian terms frustrates both Saudi-Israeli officials.
Hedge funds using computers to sell up to $30 billion of stocks soon, claims UBS. UBS expands tokenization horizons with Ethereum-based money market fund.
Fresno becomes second U.S. city to ban caste discrimination. Israel's chief rabbi, secular Jews have lower intelligence, are jealous of Haredim. Pentagon official charged with participating in dogfighting ring. Mexico's President AMLO justifies army for the facts of 68. They received orders. Return of the wolf to Nepal's Himalayas may threaten snow leopards.
Pope Francis suggests for first time, some people in same-sex unions could be blessed. Abercrombie & Fitch's ex-CEO, accused of exploiting men for sex. Mexico church roof collapses during mass, killing at least 10 and injuring 60. The first, CDC to recommend common antibiotic pill after sex for some to prevent sexually transmitted infections. Pesticide banned in the European Union, kills millions of bees in Brazil. U.S. judge refuses to block Medicare from negotiating drug prices. Texas AG Ken Paxton, Yelp sue each other over crisis pregnancy centers. In Brazil, the number of evangelicals and Catholics against prison for abortion grows. Greenland women ask Denmark for compensation over involuntary birth control.
Apple support account on X no longer offers help from a human. Japanese startup develops Gundam-like robot with $3 million price tag. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 can be completed fully in just 30 hours, says a player.
Microsoft CEO says unfair practices by Google led to its dominance as a search engine. Satya Nadella tells a court that Bing is worse than Google, and Apple could fix it. H&R Block, Meta, and Google slapped with RICO lawsuit, allegedly schemed to scrape taxpayer data.
Comparing ChatGPT and GPT-4 performance in USMLE. U.S. medical licensing examination soft skill assessments, the GPT-4 outperformed ChatGPT, answering 90% of questions correctly compared to ChatGPT's 62.5%. Additionally, GPT-4 demonstrated complete confidence in its responses, unlike ChatGPT, which displayed confidence in 17.5% of its answers.
Mitochondrial DNA damage triggers spread of Parkinson's disease-like pathology. A single 36 hours, water-only fast, vastly remodels the plasma lipidome. A new study from Brigham researchers highlights a correlation between symptoms of insomnia and hypertension in women. Study indicates possible link between chronic stress and Alzheimer's disease.
A sense of meaning in life was most strongly associated with lower death anxiety at low self-alienation. Also, a sense of meaning in life was positively associated with death anxiety at high self-alienation. Shy teens with shy best friends might be more prone to depression, study finds.
MDMA increases feelings of connection during conversation, showing promise for therapy. Autistic individuals have increased risk of chronic physical health conditions across the whole body. New study reveals connection between dance movements and mood regulation.
Study confirms babies imitate because they are imitated. X social media is suing X, a social media company. Disney sued over severe injuries allegedly caused by wedge from waterslide.
A study from Cambridge University underlines that, in U.S. 2020 election, new voters and voters switching their preferences from 2016 cast their ballots in favor of Democrat Joe Biden. Lawsuit filed to keep Donald Trump off West Virginia ballots. Former President Bolsonaro's aide, Mauro Cid, says Bolsonaro has devised attack on the polls to undermine election.
Samsung will reportedly bring its game streaming service out of beta. RTE acute to close Airtel service, the Telenext of Ireland. Next week, operations co-funded by the EU lead to 197 arrests in Spain. In 29 investigations, FBI indicts 3 insider trading scheme that utilized Xbox 360 chat to hide comms. Pakistan police bust organ trafficking ring that took kidneys from hundreds. UK passport images database could be used to catch shoplifters.
Eurozone unemployment still at its lowest level in August, at 6.4%. Greece's economy seen growing by 3% in 2024 draft budget. Almost every fifth East German earns less than €13 per hour. Sharp announces Aqua Sensate, with black insert pseudo 180 Hz drive, sturdy and lightweight 159 grams weight, and with 5000 mAh battery. Apple will no longer fix the $17,000 gold Apple Watch. Mercedes-Benz EQS will be the first car with Level 3 semi-autonomous driving in the U.S. GM, Stellantis face $9.5 billion in U.S. fuel economy fines by the industry group letter. U.S. expands probe into Ford engine failures to include 2 motors in nearly 709,000 vehicles. The quotes were £5,000 or more. Electric vehicle owners face soaring insurance costs. Explosion occurs at Oxfordshire recycling plant after lightning strike. Alfa Romeo V6 to survive. Euro 7 emissions regulations. Next generation Suzuki Swift revealed. In concept form, Porsche 911 ST will be leased to buyers for the first year to deter scalpers.
UK boosts $25 billion plan to pipe Saharan green power, 4K kilometers to England. Type of storm that drenched New York is up to 20% wetter due to climate crisis. A race for autopilot dominance is giving China the edge in autonomous driving. Key Taiwan tech firms are helping Huawei with China chip plants.
FCC enforces first space debris penalty in $150,000 settlement with Dish. The Blue Walker 3 satellite is officially one of the brightest objects in the sky. The huge new satellite outshines nearly every star in the sky. Bay T-600 drone makes history by dropping a torpedo in a world first. Lockheed wins $1.2 billion Trident II submarine ballistic missile deal for U.S., UK. In Ukraine war, long-range drones now targeting Sochi. Trump
wants to close the Department of Education, joining calls by GOP rivals. In Spain, school bilingualism fails to generalize English learning. Lucerne is 2,400 years older than previously thought. Michael Jordan is now worth $3 billion and joins the Forbes 400. Korean golfers Sun Ji-im, Si-woo Kim get military exemption with Asian Games gold. Tom Brady earned $55 million. Steph Curry earned $35 million to promote FTX crypto exchange.